Good morning. I invite all of you who are willing to join me in the invocation. Almighty and eternal God, Lord of heaven and earth, you alone know the unique potential within each one of us and the dreams and aspirations we harbor deeply within our hearts. You know the number of hairs on our heads. On this commencement day, we honor these graduates, the class of 2019, each one of whom has overcome obstacles and accomplished, some of them, what seemed 4 years ago to be impossible. Lord, as the members of the class of 2019 continue to explore the callings and larger purposes of their lives, we pray that you would help them to recognize and to love the divine spark within each one of them. We pray a blessing of all good things for the members of the class of 2019, that each one of them may be open to the new possibilities that you have in store for them in their careers and in their lives with family and friends. Lord, as we share today's festivities together on this memorable and marvelous day, we pray that you would give us the vision to see more than what is obviously before our faces. Grant us attentiveness to realities beyond the tangible, and make us a people who truly reverence mystery, savor beauty, pursue peace, crave justice, desire wisdom, cherish community, and always and everywhere serve the world for the good of all future generations that dwell on this earth. We pray this in the name of all that is holy. Amen.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red grenades Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? O'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, AJ. Please be seated. Generous parents, beaming alumni, cherished faculty, dedicated staff, proud family members, sage trustee colleagues, wonderfully gifted graduating class of 1969 who we will honor soon, and most of all, the impressive, eager class of 2019, welcome to Elizabethtown College's 116th commencement. We come here with many different histories, from widely varying backgrounds, and often divergent beliefs. Yet we are also united in a common belief that education is a precious gift, a gift that costs very much to earn, and still is worth more than we can ever repay. A gift handed down from the past that we enjoy for a generation and that we're called to pass on to others. That gift, our seniors realize, is especially precious because 4 of their number passed away during their years here. Our seniors remembered them in a beautiful portion of their baccalaureate service last night. Their absence reminds us that at Elizabethtown College, our belief in education indeed has a special purpose because we also believe that education is not ours alone to enjoy. Education is most noble when used in the service of others. Educate for service. Graduates of 2019, you have learned what those words mean. Now, because you chose to come to Elizabethtown College, in the years ahead, you will live out those words in your lives. You have learned great things. You will do great things. To celebrate your achievements, to pay homage to that noble calling of the life of learning to which this college is dedicated, we will write a new story here in this very special place. We will remember, we will celebrate, and we will claim a bright future in which you graduates will honor your education by serving the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Carl. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Elizabethtown College, it's my pleasure to welcome each and every one of you to our 116th commencement ceremony. There are many special people in the audience today. As a matter of fact, the audience is full of special people, but I do want to extend a really warm welcome to our 3 honorary degree candidates who are on stage here with me. Also, the class of '69 is with us. 50 years. Class of '69 is very special to me. I have many friends in that class. I had 2 cousins in that class. It's an unusual story, but I even had a mother in that class. My mother went back to school later in life and graduated with the class of '69. So welcome. It's great to have you here with us today. 50 years isn't all that long, is it? No. So we're gathered here today for one purpose, and the one purpose is to celebrate the achievements of the class of 2019. Looking forward, of course, to the reunion that we held in 2069 when you all come back for your 50th. But the class of 2019 is what we're celebrating today, so to all of you, From the Board of Trustees, congratulations. As in any successful endeavor such as this, there are many people that we thank today because this can't be done without a big team working together to make it all happen. So first I want to thank the faculty, seated here in the front, for another outstanding year of teaching, mentoring, scholarship, and service. We have a very unique product here, and that is that relationship between our students and our faculty. And so thank you. The Board of Trustees thanks you. The administration and staff and all the employees who have served us throughout the year, we want to extend our thanks to them. And my fellow trustees, alumni, and the many friends across the region, the nation, and the world for the continued support of this college. That support makes these learning opportunities possible. So, for the class of 2019, you have long anticipated this day. Some with eagerness, some with anxiety, some with a complex mix of emotions. But whatever you're feeling here today, you deserve to have a rich sense of pride, for today is your day, and we celebrate you for reaching this significant milestone in your lives. Still, for as much as you have accomplished, I'm sure you know that you do not do it alone. You had a very special support group these past 4 years, and be sure today, at some point in a quiet time, say thank you to those who helped you to achieve this dream. And as you go forth on your journey, I know that you will use the skills you have developed here, the ability to read deeply and listen carefully, communicate clearly, so you can understand and appreciate the complexity of issues, the skill to think critically and creatively, to be nimble in the face of uncertainty, and the skill to put your words into action to engage the world. These are skills for a lifetime, the building blocks for a productive, ethical, and satisfying life that I wish and the Board of Trustees wishes for all of you. Congratulations and best wishes, class of 2019. Dr. Canese, would you please now present the candidates for honorary degrees?
Thank you, Mr. Dolan. I am pleased to have the privilege of presenting the candidates for honorary degrees. Mrs. Bernice H. Bowman, class of 1960, will you please step forward? Mr. President, a visionary in the chemical and power industries, and owner and president of Chemco Systems, LP, Bernice H. Bowman, class of 1960, also serves as a member of the Elizabethtown College Board of Trustees. Mrs. Bowman's company is a world leader in the manufacturing of bulk chemical storage handling and feed systems for air and water pollution control. Mrs. Bowman spent 1 year at Elizabethtown College and then went on to earn her Bachelor of Science degree in Education from the University of Pittsburgh. Prior to her work at Chemco Systems, she was a 6th grade teacher for 15 years. Mrs. Bowman joined the Board of Trustees in 2016. She is a recognized member of the college's Founders Society and played a major role in the creation of various college projects, including the state-of-the-art Bowman Fabrication Laboratory for the Department of Engineering. The 2,300 square foot fabrication laboratory is equipped with modern equipment to support the exemplary work of our engineering students, allowing them to excel in a dynamic, project-based curriculum, the desired vision of Mrs. Bowman. The Bowman Fabrication Laboratory attracts bright engineering students to Elizabethtown with a desire for research and work in sustainable design. Mrs. Bowman also has generously supported the Bowers Center for Sports, Fitness, and Well-Being and the Trossel Finance Lab, among other college projects. Sharing her passion for business, Mrs. Bowman, along with her husband Philip, created the Bernice H. and Philip Bowman Engineering Teaching and Student Endowment to further the advancement and expansion of the college's engineering program. Mrs. Bowman also is an active supporter of the Children's Home of Pittsburgh and the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra. She lives in Monongahela, Washington County with her husband. In recognition of her dedication and commitment to advancing her industry and to supporting the initiatives of the college to better the future of our students, it is an honor to present Bernice H. Bowman for the degree of Doctor of Business Administration, honoris causa.
In recognition of high achievement, and by virtue of the authority vested in me as president of Elizabethtown College by the Board of Trustees and by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I confer upon you, Bernice H. Bowman, the degree of Doctor of Business Administration, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. In testimony of this degree, we will now present you with your diploma and doctoral hood.
Mr. Barry Shaw, will you please step forward? Mr. President, a leader and innovator in the agribusiness industries, Barry Shaw serves as Executive Chairman of the Board of Directors for the Wenger Group, a leading family-owned agricultural products and services organization, which includes Wenger Feeds, Nutrify, and Dutchland Farms. With more than 300 team members and 7 feed milling locations in 2 states, the company is a regional provider of poultry and swine feeds, performance ingredient solutions, niche market eggs, and allied services in the Mid-Atlantic region. Mr. Shaw is an emeritus trustee of Gettysburg College and a 1965 alumnus of Gettysburg College. He received Gettysburg College's Meritorious Service Award for a lifetime of service and is a member of the Benefactors Circle. In addition, he was part of the 1964 football team honored as the first team of distinction by the Gettysburg Hall of Athletic Honor. Sharing his extensive agricultural experience, Mr. Shaw has been a member of the American Registry of Professional Scientists, B&E Poultry Incorporated Board of Directors, the Farmers Pride Board of Directors, the Executive Committee of the Ag Coalition, and a member of the Senior Advisory Council of the Farmland Trust. In 2006, Junior Achievement presented Mr. Shaw the Spirit of Achievement Award. He also is a former president of the Penn Ag Industries Association Board of Directors, and in 2010, the association honored him with a Lifetime Achievement Award for outstanding accomplishments in the agriculture industry. Mr. Shaw also was the past chairman and now is an honorary member of the Board of Directors at Brethren Village. For his significant contributions and impact to grow and innovate business and family values, including community leadership, philanthropy, and humanitarianism toward his fellow citizens, Mr. Shaw was awarded the Hall of Fame Executive Award at the High Center Family Business Forum in 2016. The Shaw Family Foundation has generously contributed to the Bauer Center for Sports Fitness and Wellbeing, the Young Center, and the High Center Endowment. The Shaws are members of the Elizabethtown College Heritage Society. Mr. Shaw and his wife, Barbara Wenger Shaw, live in Elizabethtown and are members of the Elizabethtown Church of the Brethren. They have 2 grown daughters and 4 grandchildren. In recognition of exemplary leadership in business, it is a great honor to present F. Barry Shaw for the degree of Doctor of Business Administration, honoris causa.
In recognition of high achievement, and by virtue of the authority invested in me as president of Elizabethtown College by the Board of Trustees and by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I confer upon you, Barry Shaw, the degree of Doctor of Business Administration, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. In testimony of this degree, we will now present you with your diploma and doctoral hood.
Ms. Lisa Aucampagne, will you please come forward? Mr. President, an active humanitarian devoted to serving others, and a highly accomplished business leader and mentor. Lisa Ocamp Payne, retired Chief Financial Officer and Vice President of Taubman Centers Incorporated, is a 1980 graduate of Elizabethtown College. Ms. Payne graduated with a Bachelor's of Science in Biology and went on to earn her MBA from Duke University's Fuqua School of Business. For more than 19 years, Ms. Payne served as Chief Financial Officer and Vice Chairman at the Taubman Centers. With her financial operations expertise, she led the company from a private, family-run business to a high-performing public company listed on the New York Stock Exchange. She produced superior shareholder returns during her tenure of 15% annually. Before joining Taubman Centers, she was Vice President of the Real Estate Department at Goldman Sachs for 10 years. A global advocate for increased policy and prevention of juvenile human trafficking, Ms. Payne is currently working to launch a nonprofit in Detroit, which would provide free legal fee services for survivors and victims. She also sits on the board of Our Daughters International, an organization fighting human trafficking in Nepal and India. For 10 years, Ms. Payne served on the board of Care House of Oakland County, Michigan, a child advocacy center focused on the intervention and prevention of child abuse. She built a strong financial foundation for the organization, which provides critical services to victims of child abuse. Ms. Payne also serves on the board of the Henry Ford American Museum of Innovation, the largest American history museum in the country with a focus on educating and inspiring the next generation through stories and artifacts of American innovation. A member of the Elizabethtown Heritage Society, Ms. Payne is a generous supporter of the college, specifically the Bauer Center for Sports, Fitness, and Well-Being, the James B. Hoover Center for Business, the Jaywalk Project, Gibble Renovations, and the Elizabethtown College Fund. Payne serves on the college's Leadership Council and in 2006 received the Educate for Service Award for Professional Achievement. Ms. Payne lives in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, and has 2 grown daughters, which she views as her greatest accomplishments. Katie, 23, a graduate of St. Olaf College in Minnesota, is working in Minneapolis, and Margaret, 21, is a rising senior at Miami University of Ohio. Devoted to her faith, Ms. Payne believes, quote, "All of my efforts, successes, and future endeavors are done to glorify God, not me," end quote. She prays daily to love the Lord my God with all my heart and to love my neighbor as myself. In recognition of excellence in business and advocacy for the less fortunate, it is a great honor to present Lisa Ocamp Payne, class of '80, for the degree of Doctor of Public Service, honoris causa.
In recognition of high achievement and by virtue of the authority vested in me as president of Elizabethtown College by the Board of Trustees and by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I confer upon you, Lisa Ocamp Payne, the degree of Doctor of Public Service, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. In testimony of this degree, we will now present you with your diploma and doctoral hood. I am now pleased to introduce our newest doctorate degree, Dr. Payne, as our commencement speaker.
Good morning, graduates, parents, family, faculty, administrators, and friends of Elizabethtown College. As I stand here today to offer this commencement address, I am humbled, honored, and I have to admit, slightly nervous for so many reasons. First, it seems like yesterday that I was sitting where you are as a graduate with a degree in biology. And believe it or not, I was already deciding to go on a different path, a career path, than my major. Second, I have 2 daughters who are sitting in the audience, Katie, who, as you heard, graduated from St. Olaf last year, and Margaret, who's a rising senior at Miami of Ohio. And you can be sure They are listening carefully to this message, so I'd better make it good. Third, when President Carl asked me to speak today, he informed me that I am the first alumnus to be given this honor in more than a decade. So that is pressure. So as I considered what message to deliver to all of you as you now transition to the beginning of a career, graduate school, or some other path, I did think about my daughters, and given the opportunity, what message would I want them to hear on this important day? So first, some background on me and my life journey. I was the first generation of my family to go on to college, and when I entered E-Town, I was actually an occupational therapy major. That's right. From OT to a businesswoman. Never think that you are stuck in one career. I quickly moved into biology with a plan of going to med school, but in my senior year, I determined that both financially and motivationally, I could not handle medical school. So after taking an accounting class, I decided that I was interested in the business world. Now, don't tell the accounting department on me, but accounting was a lot easier on my brain than organic chemistry. So, as a senior, I applied to business schools, and Duke University provided me an academic scholarship, and I was on my way to Durham, North Carolina, to get my MBA. At Duke, I grew to love the world of finance, and upon graduating, I moved to New York City, where I started my career in commercial banking with Chemical Bank. From there, I was able to network myself into investment banking, where I worked for Goldman Sachs for 10 years. So after experiencing the joy of having my first child, Katie, I realized that I needed a more balanced life because I was not able to put her to bed one night during the week for an entire 6 months. And so I made one of my best life choices. I interviewed and accepted a job as a chief financial officer of a large public retail real estate company located in the suburbs of Detroit, and it's called Taubman Centers. We developed, owned, operated large regional malls all over the USA and globally in China and South Korea. Being CFO was challenging, but definitely a more balanced lifestyle than investment banking. I spent 20 years at Taubman until I semi-retired 3 years ago. So I say semi-retired because I now serve on 3 public company boards and do a great deal of community and philanthropic work, and I feel as busy as ever. I like to say that I've entered my second half. I look forward to my next 20 years, fully intending to make a bigger impact on my community than my past 20 years. So, given my somewhat diverse background and life journey, I thoughtfully considered what could I offer an audience of 400 high-potential college graduates who have been educated in an institution known for and valued for its mission to educate for service. So, I decided to share what have become my guiding principles or values that I call my 3 Gs. Now, I know technology has improved and we are nearing the launch of the 5G network, but since Carl only gave me 10 minutes, I had to limit it to 3 Gs. The first G for me is generosity. Winston Churchill once said, "We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give." I believe Mr. Churchill was not talking just about money. He was speaking about our time, our talents, and our treasure. We live in a world where 50% of the population live on less than $3.20 per day. But the good news is that this percentage is dramatically lower than it was 20 years ago. Why? Because a lot of people are using their time, talent, and treasure to fight global poverty. But I don't want you to leave here today with the impression that everyone here needs to go work on some big global problem. Generosity can be very local, and so often it is about the little things: volunteering at a food bank or a homeless shelter, donating $35 a month to support a child in Kenya who can now go to school because of you. using your creativity to help a local nonprofit improve their social media reach. I could go on and on. By giving up your 3 times a week latte at Starbucks, and I know this could be really difficult, you can support at least one child's education, which will be life-changing. I can assure you that after 40 years in the business world, what I will remember most is not the accolades I received about how I successfully managed the Taubman business, but it is the community impact I've had speaking boldly about living generously. Now, my second G is grace. You might be thinking, oh, that's that religious word. And in fact, you are correct, and my Christian faith is a big part of who I am, how I love, and how I live. But I think the principle of grace can apply to each and every one of us. To me, grace is about loving and respecting someone, even if we might not think they deserve it. In the Christian worldview, this is how God loves us. But as I apply it to my life, I think it is about respecting others' points of view, including political, even when I might strongly disagree. It is about listening before judging, giving people second chances. It is about learning how to work and communicate with someone who has a totally different view of the world than I do. I think we get into this conundrum of feeling like someone will think we agree with them if we don't fight for our viewpoint, and so we don't even give them the respect of listening to them. Grace is mentioned 170 times in the Bible, and one passage is particularly impactful to me, and I think can apply to anyone, no matter what worldview they believe. It is 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. It says, "My grace is sufficient for you. My power is made perfect in weakness." Now, I don't know about you, but I don't often feel very powerful and perfect when I'm weak. But I think this verse is telling us that we don't always have to be right. We don't have to always lead with our power and our strength. That grace and forgiveness can be more powerful and certainly leads to better outcomes. One final story about grace, and I've been asked many times, so what do I attribute my success in business? So I tell the story of how my first job as a waitress at a diner just south of Lancaster taught me how to work and deal with all kinds of people. It taught me the need to respect others' points of view. It also taught me how to balance really heavy trays. But when I arrived at Goldman Sachs, 5 years after this waitress job, I can tell you that I was not the smartest person in a room full of Harvard and Stanford MBAs, but I knew how to work with all types of people, respecting everyone with whom I worked, and I soon became the deal leader that all of the talented young people wanted to work for. Sometimes it's better to be graceful than smart. So my final G is grounded. Now, what do I mean by the word grounded? Let me start by telling you a true story about a businessman from New Jersey, Dennis Kozlowski. Dennis was born in Newark, New Jersey, to second-generation Polish-American parents, Agnes and Leo. Agnes worked as a school crossing guard, and Leo worked for the Public Transportation Authority. Dennis, like me, was the first in his family to go to college as well and graduated from Seton Hall University with honors. He began his career in a medium-sized, little-known company in Princeton, New Jersey called Tyco International. Now, this company was primarily in the business of providing home and business fire and security systems. It had about $500 million of revenue when Dennis joined. After 17 years of hard work, Dennis was named CEO. And when I was at Goldman Sachs, Dennis Kozlowski was viewed as the most successful CEO in America. He had orchestrated over 3,000 acquisitions. He had grown revenues from $500 million to over $28 billion in 10 years. And he was on the front page of Fortune magazine multiple times. His annual compensation package at the peak was over $300 million. Yes, I said annual compensation, $300 million. But suddenly, the fast-moving train that Dennis was conducting came off the rails. And in early 2002, Dennis made the front page of the Wall Street Journal when he was indicted for grand larceny and fraud for basically using Tyco as his personal piggy bank. He had bought $15 million of art, purchased a $20 million apartment in New York, hosted a $2 million birthday party for his wife in Italy, all paid by the company. The topper, he had purchased a $6,000 gold embossed shower curtain for the New York apartment. This earned him a headline in New York Times of oink, oink. Dennis was convicted of fraud and spent 8 years in prison. But what shocked the world and me, reading the newspaper that morning at my desk at Goldman Sachs, was how someone who seemed to have it all, who had reached the pinnacle of his career, had so lost his way. This is what I mean by the importance of being grounded. I'm sure Dennis's parents had raised him with good values. It seems he worked hard at college. He wasn't born into privilege. He started out at the bottom and worked his way up like everyone else, but somewhere along the line, in the choices he made, the lifestyle he decided he deserved, the friends with whom he caroused, and his focus on status, he decided he was God, and he was above the law. Now, this is clearly an extreme case of not being grounded, but sadly, I can tell you many more stories of people that I have worked with or known who likewise have lost their way. So perhaps the most important G is grounded, because if you lose your way and walk away from your values and your beliefs, you will never get to experience generosity or be able to offer grace. For me, being grounded means aligning myself with a greater purpose than my career, staying close to my family, being careful to select friends who have similar values and who have no problem holding me accountable when I start thinking that I am better than I am. And finally, for me, I'm anchoring myself in a worldview that there is a grand designer of the universe who loves me unconditionally, and I don't have to prove anything to receive that love. So let me end before Dr. Carl steps up the stage and drags me off with a hook, and close with a quote from Francis Chan. He's an American pastor, educator, and author of a great book called Crazy Love. He says, "Our greatest fear should not be of failing, but of succeeding in things in life that do not really matter." So I pray that you will live generous lives filled with much grace and grounded in your values. And I can't guarantee that all of your dreams will come true, but I can guarantee you, you will be fully satisfied that you have lived a life worth living. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Will the candidates for master's degrees please rise? Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty, I present the candidates for the degrees of Master of Education, Master of Public Policy, and Master of Science.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as president of Elizabethtown College, by the Board of Trustees, and by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I confer upon you, each and all, as listed in the official program, the degree of Master of Education, Master of Public Policy, and Master of Science, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. In testimony of this degree, we will now present you with your diplomas. Please come forward as your name is read.
Alexandria Catherine Gustitis. Catherine Niznaski. Elizabeth Alice Swartz. Matthew Tyler Van Cleef. Janelle Nicole Myers. Kyle Patrick Schaefer. Megan Christine Anderson. Molly Elizabeth Bartholomew. Jessica Budalagia. Hannah Mae Beatty. Kristen Lynn Beverly. Erin Marie Breslin. Esther Faith Cargill. Emma Kate Christman. Chelsea Elizabeth Dantona. Carly Danielle Deem. Kaylin Elizabeth Ectron. Angelina Farrow. Alexa Mary Fiduchak, sorry. Carolyn Alexa Gale. Oops. Chelsea Elizabeth Gallagher. Sage Ann Garvey. Kara Pinkerton Glenn. Lauren Michelle Helmuck. Brooke Jones. Carly Dawn Kimball. Jordan Louise Clace. Brenna Lynn McNamee. Sarah Grace Miller. Erin Elizabeth Morgan. Kyle Heisner Murray. Christian T. Nealon. Emily Nicole Patrick. Jenna Nicole Pallanero. Kirsten Marie Quilty. Benjamin Roman Jr. Brittany Christine Romano. Madeline Rutherford. Amanda Christine Sable. Abigail Kaylin Sanders. Courtney Lynn Shower. Morgan A. Smith. Sarah Villani Swan. Molly K. Templin. Sarah Elizabeth Trier. Courtney Christina Grasso Wood. Bryn Jennifer Urick. And Kelly Elizabeth Zielinski.
Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees please rise? Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty, I present the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Social Work.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as president of Elizabethtown College, by the Board of Trustees, and by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I confer upon you, each and all, as listed in the official program, the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Social Work, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. In testimony of these degrees, you may now move your tassel from right to left. We will now present you with your diplomas. Please come forward as your name is read.
All the way to the top. Sandra, all the way, all the way. Cassandra J. Hoban, cum laude. Noah Michelson Abbey. Kadria Abdul Aziz. Atika Ahmed. Francesca Joyce Artis. Alicia Lauren Bone. Emil Ryder Brandau. Kennedy W. Brennan. Jason Bubenchek. Stevie Nicole Coronia, cum laude. Francis Carpenter. Anthony Isaiah Carter. Joshua Charles Christ. Renee Karen Cardulo, summa cum laude. Hannah G. Siaco, cum laude. Andrew J. Clark. Caroline Hunter Cole. Courtney Comer. Anne Elizabeth Cosgrove, cum laude. Sean Daniele. Adam Douglas Dawes. Emily Faye Durstein. Samantha Dixon. Benjamin Wayne Diggin. Shay Lynn DiPasquale, summa cum laude. Cameron John Dorr, magna cum laude. Carly Jean Drennan. Elizabeth Wysong Driver. Emily Violet Easter. Rebecca Ann Easton, summa cum laude. Cheryl Lynn Ericetti. Benjamin Michael Erickson. Kelsey L. Farrington. Dana Nicole Fodish. Grace Isabella Fulda. Hannah Helen Garrett. Quentin George. Melissa Carolyn Germano, magna cum laude. Keena Lynn Gibson. Cassie Jane Gordon, magna cum laude. Mariana N. Gressley. Jacob Antonio Gross. Amanda M. Hafler, summa cum laude. Kristen Rayner Halliday. Stephanie Leviza Hannes, magna cum laude. Destiny Rose Harbison. Allison Hauser, magna cum laude. Chase Mackenzie Markel Helmer. Elizabeth Ann Hendershot. Kimberly Holloran. Andrew Francis Rip, cum laude. Eileen May Ida, magna cum laude. Justine M. Itterly. Samuel Joseph Jarvis V. Amanda A. Jobs, magna cum laude. Megan Suzanne Kane, summa cum laude. Catherine Rose Kennedy. Megan Amber Kennedy. Danielle Louise Kerstetter. Zachary David Kleindienst, cum laude. John Coons. Madison Laskow. Rachel Denise Lee, summa cum laude. Jamie Lees. McKenna Laura Lahane. Emily Leister. Sharika Olive Marshall. Elizabeth Hope Matriciano. Elizabeth McElhenney. cum laude. Sophie Lynn McKnight. Hugh P. McLaughlin III. Keenan Patrick McLaughlin. Megan J. McMurdy, cum laude. James Martin McTighe III. Philip Edward Mehmet. Zaria Jordis Makile. Stephanie Jill Miller, summa cum laude. Zachary Miller. Valentina Marie Miniscalco. Afzara Binte Mirza. Emily John Modrak. Bronwyn Lee Morris. Alexander Musnung. Samuel Travis Niebla. Ella Margaret Obel. Patrick James Ausler, cum laude. Alexandra Rose Palumbo. Catherine Rose Papili. Jordan Harrow Peterson. Amanda Ralph. Julia Raup Collado. Haley Ricker. Stephen Michael Roldan. Tyler Joseph Rossi. Dante Saraceno. Anathan John Scioli, cum laude. Hannah Alina Seaver. Emily Morgan Sizer, magna cum laude. Justin Schur. Anna Sorrentino. James Henry Spearman IV. Melissa Alice Spencer, summa cum laude. Dana Lauren Stewart. Josephine Elizabeth Stommel, magna cum laude. Amy Rose Stonelake. Kenyon Lee Tarquinio. Brianna Rose Titi, magna cum laude. Lauren Trevino, magna cum laude. Eugenia Margaret Tucci. Mark Lawrence Unger III, cum laude. Kristen Lee Wade, summa cum laude. Kenneth Walter Wallace, magna cum laude. Colton Jeffrey Wetzel. Emily V. Weeder, summa cum laude. Rebecca Lynn Williams. Cameron G. Worth. Christina Marina Warraby. Kinton Rob Yonkers. Jacqueline Joan Carroll. Rebecca Lynn Conboy. Jessica B. Fine, cum laude. Arthur Joseph Goudreau III. Laura C. Gribble, cum laude. Jennifer Beatrice Hess. Jennifer Noyd, cum laude. Sarah Ann Palatnik, cum laude. Haley Spriggs, magna cum laude. Stephen Matthew Agostino. Melissa Eiley, cum laude. Tyler Joseph Alansky. Emily Joy Albright. Jordan David Alderfer. Sydney Joe Alexander. Darian Amir Alini. Carly Ann Allport, cum laude. Gabriella Celeste Anders, magna cum laude. Austin Arnold. Joshua Howard Baker, magna cum laude. Madeline Ruth Baker, cum laude. Kelly Marie Barnett, summa cum laude. Olivia L. Bauer. Nathan Michael Baxter. Nicholas E. Bine, cum laude. Danielle Centurino Belay. Brandon Theodore Berry. Alyssa Marie Bertolino. Deanna Marie Bertoni, summa cum laude. Abigail Lynn Byer. Eden Devon Biskin, cum laude. Jeffrey Allen Bloom. Amy Elizabeth Blum, summa cum laude. Rebecca Catherine Bolton. Nicole Elizabeth Boyd, magna cum laude. Kelsey Ann Browning. Colin D. Brubaker. Amber Nicole Bird, summa cum laude. Hannah Burley, cum laude. Daniel Buttorf. Brandon Thomas Kaye. Anthony John Cameron. Nicole Ann Campbell, magna cum laude. Megan Lynn Schmidlin, cum laude. Justin Thomas Cherry. Amelia Faith Clifton. Rebecca Lynn Coder. Tyler Joseph Colasanto. Erica Lynn Cole. Andrew Joseph Coleman. Lexis Julia Colescott. Shannon Drew Conlon. Leanne Connolly, cum laude. Joyce Nicole Conrad. Rebecca Ann Cromer, cum laude. Emily Renee Ebling. Jessica A. Kraus. Jarrett Thomas Dentremont. John Damas. Brooke Ann Doherty. Kelsey Marie Davis, cum laude. Kristen Margaret DeRosa, summa cum laude. Andrew Scott DeWalt, summa cum laude. Abigail Elizabeth DiCiano. Margot Caroline Donlin, summa cum laude. Kendra Celine Downey. Abigail Marie Drumheller, cum laude. Rachel Marion Duckworth. Keanu Alfred Jitsek. Nicole M. Eberhardt. Emily Renee Ebling. Victoria Edwards, summa cum laude. Katrina Marie Eels. Megan Catherine Elmer. Samuel Gregory Epps, magna cum laude. Allison Taylor Eveler, magna cum laude. Samuel J. Fear. Gina Cole Feeney, cum laude. Maggie Catherine Fees. Julia Renee Ferranti. Shaylin Renee Fisher. Joshua Ari Fishman, summa cum laude. Kendra G. Fix, magna cum laude. Bree Faith Floystad. Mary Elizabeth Flummerfelt, cum laude. Caitlin Elizabeth Freed, cum laude. Nicole Ann Fullerton. Amy Louise Gage. Francesca Elisa Galarza. Mackenzie Nicole Garner, magna cum laude. Isaac Garrett. Brian Thomas Gately. Joseph Gioni. Dominic J. Giancarlo, cum laude. Mitchell Ray Gocknauer, summa cum laude. Matthew Lewis Godek. Felix Gottfert. Tyler Robert Goldberg, magna cum laude. Guillaume Garon. Brittany Sky Graver. Renee Marie Grill, magna cum laude. Kayla Lynn Hall, magna cum laude. Derek Hanna. Jenna Christine Hansel, summa cum laude. Suzanne Marie Herrer. Abigail Sarah Harvey, magna cum laude. Heather D. Heckert. Nicole E. Heckert. Kayla Heisey. Morgan Alexandria Helt, cum laude. Taggart C. Hess. Thomas John Freeman Higgins. Ben N. Hiltebeitel. Samuel Lucien Hirschberg. Alexandra Elizabeth Hoffman, cum laude. Meredith Ann Holly. Douglas William Hook. Jennifer L. Jackson. Eliana Faith Garak, magna cum laude. Baizong Jing. Brendan James Jordan. Emily Kagaris. John E. Campmeyer III, summa cum laude. Nicole Elizabeth Kane. James Patrick Cantner. Alexandra Katzok. Hannah Keyports, cum laude. Colleen Marie Kernan. Miranda Marie Kissinger, cum laude. Alexander Paul Klippel. Evan Klippel. Jeremy Klippel. Kristen Elizabeth Close, cum laude. Jonathan E. Knapp. Zachary T. Knapp. Anthony Robert Knight, summa cum laude. Tristan Christoph Kohler. Marissa Wynn Kopp, summa cum laude. Abby Kapitko. Marissa Lindsay Kramer. Brianna Lee Kreis, magna cum laude. Sarah Kroboth, cum laude. Rebecca Elizabeth Kroll, summa cum laude. Kira Elizabeth Kuhar, cum laude. Thomas Bernard Kuhn. Darren J. Labenberg, summa cum laude. Olivia Ming Lee. Amy Elizabeth Lieberman, magna cum laude. Hui Liu. Sophia Renee Long. Kyle Benjamin Lumbert. Hannah Mariah Zhizhang Mack. Andrew Gordon Mangabat. Jordan Manlove. Cecilia Ray Martin, summa cum laude. Giovanna Marie Martinez. Aubrey Lynn Marancinak, cum laude. Ethan Thomas Maurer. Elizabeth Tin Yun Mazer. Delaney Aaron McCracken, magna cum laude. Sean Patrick McCubbin, summa cum laude. Maura McDonald, magna cum laude. Brendan D. McDonough. Andrew McGowan, cum laude. Samantha Ann McNulty. Claudia Annette Melchiori. Jacob S. Mengel. Shannon Monroe, cum laude. Katrina Morales, cum laude. Daniela Elisa Morera, cum laude. Caitlin Mowry, magna cum laude. Stephen Michael Musio, magna cum laude. Jack Tyler Myers. Eric David Naraki. Emily Claire Nelson, cum laude. Kelly Wynn. Caitlin Elizabeth O'Connor. Olivia Grace Oughton. Evan Anthony Pallanti. Madison Taylor Palmer, magna cum laude. Allison Kate Parsons. Michael A. Pastori. Preston Anthony Pfeiffer, cum laude. Rihanna Victoria Persaud. Nicholas Leo Petrella. Jaleel Marcel Pines. Jamil Malik Pines. Sarah Victoria Pomerantz, cum laude. Haley O'Reilly Prenneman. Nolan Alexander Quinn. Joshua Henry Reed, magna cum laude. Stephen Robert Reel, cum laude. Austin Paul Reth, magna cum laude. Kirsten Retzloff. Mara Lynn Rhodes, cum laude. Angel Nicole Richard, summa cum laude. Aaron Scott Regal. Abigail Elizabeth Romberger. Gerald Scott Romick. Tyler James Ronayne. Hannah Rosengrant, cum laude. Marissa Catherine Rossi. Ashlyn V. Ruth, cum laude. Theodora Sandu. Gilbert Sanger Basil. Anastasia Sayenko, summa cum laude. Matthew R. Chappelle. Sarah Grace Schneider. Jacqueline Scholerman, cum laude. Evan Michael Cibio. Emily Rose Sirach, magna cum laude. Amber Leigh Surgis. Samantha Grace Sharonis. Audrey Lynn Schultz. Cooper Ray Siegel. Kelly Elizabeth Simpkins. Shelby Lynn Simon, magna cum laude. Anna M. Simpson, magna cum laude. Catherine Marie Simpson. Daniel Charles Smith. Andrew Wade Schneider. Benjamin Joseph Spangler. Angeline Aubrey Springer. Tatiana Ailey Stouffer, summa cum laude. Olivia Steckervetz, cum laude. Catherine A. Stensler, cum laude. McKenna M. Stengel. Tyler Thomas Stevenson. Megan Amanda Stone, magna cum laude. Richard Stone. Hannah Stressler. Nicholas A. Strobel. Daniel Sullivan. Anastasia Tamburino. Victoria Helene Tesalo. Matthew Christopher Thomas. Ryan Michael Thomas. Julia Thielman, magna cum laude. Dominic Raymond Trulli, cum laude. Damian A. Ulrich, magna cum laude. Luis Giancarlo Valenciano. David Van Aken. Matthew Michael Van Pelt. Christina Grace Van Brocklin, cum laude. Emma Morel Verato. Victoria Rose Veit, cum laude. Jonah Christian Waldkoenig. Aiden Wasson, cum laude. Natalie Grace Watt, cum laude. Andrew Watts. Claire C. Weckerly, summa cum laude. Julie Patricia Weeks, cum laude. Samantha Lynn Weigel, magna cum laude. Angela Rose Wesneski, summa cum laude. Timothy R. White, summa cum laude. Abigail Joanna Williams. Nicholas P. Winch, magna cum laude. Hannah Elizabeth Winters. Jared Whitner. Bryn Leanne Woodling, summa cum laude. Haley Lynn Young, magna cum laude. Rebecca Jane Young, summa cum laude. Tara Lynn Young. Michael Martin Zabrecki. Danielle Eileen Zahn. Melissa Rose Ziegler, cum laude. Reagan Gabrielle Barlow. Miranda Renee DeLauder. Julia Louise Kalish. Haley Marie Kirschner. Kate Linton, cum laude. Brooke Joelle Mazzone. Jerry Lynn Oskovich, magna cum laude. Eliza May Pelton. Rebecca Smith, summa cum laude. Miranda Caniela Veras. Chili Wasso.
President Strickwerder will now confer commemorative medallions upon the members of the Elizabethtown College class of 1969 who could be with us on this occasion in honor of the 50th anniversary of their graduation. Class members, please come forward as I read your name. Susan Batinger-Asbury. Dr. Dale Bieber. Linda L. White Coble. Michael D. DeSimone. Helen Walton Ebersole. Christine C. Lutz-Fuller. Joanna C. Fry Good. Lorraine McCarty Hutchinson. Susan E. Krentz Mosher. Dr. Barry H. Palmer. Craig W. Husted. Tana Lyons Parrott. Larry F. Riesinger. Wayne W. Silcox. Reverend Dr. Jean R. Stuckey Sr. Alan E. Tate. Nancy Gibbs Tate. Dr. Randolph L. Trossel. Ivan Blair Walker, Jr. And Elizabeth Walton Phillips.
Good afternoon, faculty, staff, family, friends, and of course, the class of 2019. Class of 2019, we officially did it. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. First, we're going to give the class gift scroll. On a more reflective note, each year, the senior class raises money and presents a gift to the college. This year, the class of 2019 came together to create a gift, which was to enhance the Memorial Garden. The Memorial Garden was established near Ober and the High Library to honor students of the college who have passed away. The enhancement was our way to celebrate life and honor and remember our beautiful friends and classmates, Heather Grudy, Joseph Kobus, Mackenzie O'Brien, and Nadia Mortage. Let's always remember our classmates and keep their memories alive. So it is my honor to present President Stricorda with the Scroll of Honor, which contains a list of names of those who donated to our meaningful gift. I also want to take the time now to offer a moment of silence for our friends who we lost and for any other family members who cannot be with us here today. My mantra for this year and theme for this speech ties in with the Blue Jays Always message and comes from a poem by Aaron Hansen. There is freedom waiting for you on the breezes of the sky, and you ask, what if I fall? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly? I was given a bracelet by my mom with this quote, what if you fly, in the beginning of the fall semester. I used this as motivation to challenge myself this last year and not be scared of the future, even though the future is very scary. What perfect time to fly rather than today after finally graduating. But before we take flight, let's take a trip down memory lane. Who remembers driving in as freshmen to orientation and having people in polos yelling at us at 7 a.m.? My mom and I both have different stories of this day. She was honking, smiling, and crying all at the same time because she was so happy I was going to this school. I, on the other hand, was petrified and wanted to go home. The first week at orientation was full of emotions and hand-holding, literally holding hands on the first-year walk. Next, we had induction in the Dell. Let's flash back to that hot night right here and inducted into the school where we received our E-Town pins and signed a pledge. I have mine on. I don't know if anyone else has theirs. Each of these situations took me out of my comfort zone, as it did many of you. This was just the beginning of how the college challenged us to be more than what we were, motivating us to do what we could be. Now, not all of our memories are inspirational. Some are just plain fun. So first, the carrot cake. This is what sold most of us on the school. And it was something we looked forward to during the semester, especially during open houses and accepted students' days. Or the days it smells like chocolate versus the days it smells like cow manure and an actual farm. The marshmallow game, which is an annual soccer game between Messiah College, where we throw marshmallows onto the field at the other team. We have to be the only school that does that, I swear. Another tradition is celebrating Thanksgiving and Christmas all in one night. I knew after that freshman year that I had found my home. It's a good day to be a J when one of these special moments take place. As a Blue Jay, I thought this was a fitting theme. What better way to take flight than to challenge ourselves? Over the last 4 years here, we have been preparing to leave the nest and begin our futures. And I think we are all ready to fly. But before we fly, let's take time to thank the people who helped us get to this point. First, like many of you, I want to thank my family. My mother and sister Julia for being the wind beneath my wings and pushing me out of my nest back home. To my father, family, and friends for also helping me get to this point as well. Second, to Elizabethtown College, all of my professors, my colleagues and classmates who I have met and collaborated with, those in the Peer Mentor Program, mock trial, and Student Senate. Class of 2019, Elizabethtown College has brought us lifelong friends and family. They will be with us as we soar into our futures. Who knows, some of these people next to you could be your future husbands, wives, partners, godparents, and maybe even an attorney if you need some trouble, if you catch into some trouble down the road. We have all met somebody here that has helped us grow. I'm confident that all of us here will fly in the right direction thanks to Elizabethtown College. Don't let the fear of falling hold you back. Allow yourself to fly. Congrats, class of 2019. Thank you.
Good afternoon. As a member of the class of 2001 and the current president of the Elizabethtown College Alumni Association and its governing body, the Alumni Council, I bring you a hearty congratulations and warm welcome into the Elizabethtown College Alumni Association family. That family includes more than 20,000 graduates. We live in all 50 states and on 6 of the world's 7 continents. And while we span the globe, we share a common bond that brings us all together as Blue Jays. Our college motto is more than those 3 simple words in our program and around our logo. They inspire us and bring us together as we have, and now you will, embark on a lifetime of purposeful life service. We cultivate a community of continued involvement with this place that has done so much for us, and it's played such a large role in shaping who we are today. And we know and we eagerly accept the responsibility that we have vital roles to play in the present, ongoing, and future success of this institution that we love. Who makes up this E-Town alumni family? We are volunteers, we are advisors, we are doers, and we are donors. We all strive to make a difference in our workplaces and our communities. We enthusiastically use our Blue Jay network and its many connections, and we help each other advance personally and professionally. I wish you success in all that you will do, and I look forward to seeing you at our upcoming alumni activities, especially under the tent in Brinzer Field at homecoming this fall. And remember, you are now and forever will be Blue Jays always. Congratulations.
Today we have shared a new, small, but precious bit of history to mark a great moment. We celebrated the honorable class of 1969. These men and women have built businesses, raised families, led their communities, and lived out the college's motto of educate for service. We have honored 3 distinguished citizens of the world, Bernice Bowman, Barry Shaw, and Lisa Aucamp Payne, for their accomplishments, service, leadership, and the difference they've made for good in the world. And we have rejoiced at the milestone this day represents in the lives of an extraordinary group of young people. Class of 2019, you know, you do not stand here alone. Your parents, your brothers, sisters, your teachers, your coaches, your roommates, your boss on that summer job, your ever-patient faculty advisors, all of them have shaped you into who you are. Remember the best that you learned here. Life, like education, is a precious gift, one that deserves to be lived with moral purpose. Your education is a gift from the past that you are privileged to enjoy and pass on to the many generations that will follow. And remember, just as your life has been shaped by many hands, so Elizabethtown College has been built by many lives. Remember that you owe it to the generations who will follow you to help Elizabethtown College in whatever way you can for the rest of your lives. Give back so we in turn can give to others. We've remembered those who've made a difference for good in the lives of these graduates. We've applauded these graduates for their contributions, and we send them off into the future with great hope that they will make a better world. Let us go in peace. Please stand for the alma mater.
So noble, thy
And now the benediction. In the Talmud of Judaism, we hear of noble deeds. And in the Holy Bible of Christianity, the Apostle Paul speaks of a more excellent way. And so as we prepare to leave this place, we pray that the Lord of all our tomorrows will send forth the members of the class of 2019, that they may focus their purposeful life's work on whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is just, whatever is pure, and whatever is commendable. And now may the Lord bless us and keep us. May the Lord's face shine upon us and be gracious to us, and give to us and to our entire world peace. Amen.
Thank you.